Hello everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to begin our practice at the back of the mat in Hero's Pose. You have options here. You can sit back on your heels, nice and tall. Or if you want a little bit of height, a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can tuck your toes back on your heels. Once you find your comfortable seat, just allow your hands to fall onto your lap. Have the palms face the sky. And then just gently close your eyes. Start to find that connection to your breath. And to get a little bit more incorporated in our practice today, I just want to invite you to try a breathing technique. It's a straw breath. So you're going to part your lips as if you are sucking on a straw. And inhale through your mouth. Hold at the top. And then exhale from your nose. Inhale through your mouth. Hold at the top. And exhale from your nose. Just do this a couple of times. Just to ground your body and begin to center your mind. Let's do one more breath together. Hold at the top. Try to take one more big sip. And exhale. Open your eyes. And then come all the way down onto all fours for your tabletop position. And just hold here for a moment. Get your knees in line with your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. And then begin your cat-cow. So on your inhale, you're going to arch your spine, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone, bring your gaze between your legs. Again, just do this to your own pace. We're warming up the spine, opening the chest, and getting a deeper connection to the breath. Come to stillness. Reach your right arm out in front of you, left leg comes behind. And just hold. Your gaze can be down at your mat or at your right fingertips. Wherever it's most comfortable. And lower down. Other side, left arm, right leg. Extend and hold. Really engage your core in this pose. Bring your navel to your spine. And lower down. Take your knees nice and wide, big toes touch, and sink your hips back into a child's pose. Press your forehead all the way down and just start to rock it from side to side. Just relieving any tension that might be taking up space in your face, your forehead, your neck, your shoulders. And on your next inhale, you'll press back up onto all fours. But this time, you're going to rest on your forearms on all fours, keeping a nice flat spine. You have the option to tuck your toes or press into the tops of your feet. Just kind of like a shorter tabletop. And just hold here. Again, engage your core. Your gaze can be down at your mat, just to keep your neck in line with your spine. Don't want any arching. Stay for just a few more breaths. Bring your gaze towards the top of your mat. Press up and lower all the way down to your belly. Rest your forehead on your hands. Stack one hand on top of one another. And I want you to tuck your toes, lifting your knees up off of your mat. Come into an alligator pose. So you're pressing into your pelvis, but your thighs and your knees are lifted. And just allow your upper body to fall really heavy on your mat. Go ahead and untuck your toes and wiggle your hips from side to side. Go ahead and lift your head up off of your arms. Come into your Sphinx pose. In this pose, I want you to make sure that you roll your shoulders back. Sit up nice and proud. On your next inhale, I want you to extend your arms. Come into your seal pose. And as you lift into your seal, if you feel like you are kind of lifting your feet up off of your mat. You can bend your knees to create a more intense stretch in the back, or you can just tuck your toes to make sure that you're keeping your feet nice and active. So really ground down into your hands. And with each exhale, I want you to kind of release into your back a little bit. You'll end up sort of lifting your chest, and that's okay. You just want to make sure that your pelvis stays down. On your next exhale, go ahead and release all the way down. Bring your forehead to your mat. And just wiggle your hips from side to side. Come to stillness. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up into a high plank. Or you push-up position. Lower your knees down to your mat, shift your weight back, come back into your hero's pose. Wiggle yourself out if you need to. And then bring your arms down to your sides, begin to roll your shoulders back. Take your time, there's no rush. There's a few places where we tend to store emotion in the body. And that would be our hips and our shoulders. So take your time when you're working into those areas. And subtle movements. Really incorporating the breath. And then roll your shoulders forward. There's a lot of muscles in those two areas that are often forgotten about or accidentally neglected throughout our daily lives. So we just want to give them a little bit of love. Let them know we're thinking about them. And come to stillness. Now I want to do a couple of eye movements with you all, and I'll face you. Because this is going to work a muscle that we often don't even know exists. It's at the base of your skull, in the back. And what these muscles do, there's tons of little ones. And they go all the way through and into your eyes. And this can cause, if they're not worked, it can cause, tension headaches, migraines, kind of a foggy, sore feeling. So as you sit in your hero's pose, I want you to just look up. Look up as far as you can until you start to feel a little stretch in your eyes. Then we'll just hold for 5 seconds. You're allowed to blink. And bring your eyes back to center. And then look down as far as you can. Until you start to feel a little stretch in your temple. Try not to go cross-eyed. If you do, it's okay. And then look back to center. Take your eyes all the way to the left. as far as you can. Bring your eyes back to center, and then all the way to the right. Come back to center. Now we're going to work in a diagonal. So take your eyes to the lower left, upper right, lower right, and then upper left. Bring your eyes back to center and just gently close them. And then just start to roll your head from back, side, front, side. Again, just giving those areas a little extra love. And switch direction. Bring your gaze back to center and open your eyes. Let me come back to the back of my mat. And then swing your legs out in front of you. Extend them nice and long. Whoa, I know, buddy. Go ahead and flex your feet. Get your booty out of the way. You know we need to be on our sit bones. And then point your toes. And just hold. And flex. And hold. And point your toes. And flex. Last one, point your toes. Bring your feet back to center. You can bounce out your knees if you need to. And then bring the bottoms of your feet together. Knees go nice and wide for your butterfly. Give yourself a little bit of space. See if you can connect the blade edges of your feet together and allow your toes to open up so you can see your beautiful arches. Inhale your arms above your head to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over your lap. Try to see as you fold if you can keep a flat spine, even if that means staying a little bit lifted. No one ever said you have to go all the way down. And we're just going to hold here for a bit. And just working into the deep tissues in our hips. Giving a little love to our ligaments, and tendons, and bones. You can allow your belly to be soft here. You can even create a little bit of movement in your belly if you can. Give your organs a little massage for all the hard work that they do for us all day long. Slowly press all the way up. Bring your knees together. And just sort of fold over yourself. You can tuck your heels in towards your booty and just give yourself a hug. Release your hug. Come to lay all the way down on your back. Excuse me, Edgar. Sorry, buddy. Hug your knees into your chest. And sort of rock from side to side. Extend your arms nice and long. Get your beautiful wings going. And then lower your knees towards the left of your mat. Your gaze is going to come over your right shoulder for your recline twist. Bring your gaze and your knees back to center. Exhale, lower your knees towards the right. Your gaze will come over your left shoulder. Bring your knees and your gaze back to center. And we showed our muscles, ligaments, bones, tendons some love. Let's recirculate. Give our blood some love. Go ahead and extend your legs up towards the sky. Bring one hand to your belly, one to your heart, and come into your waterfall. It's okay if your knees are bent. It's okay if they're shaky or wobbly. Just focus on the rise and fall of your belly. And of course, giving yourself that physical touch, that beautiful reminder that you are here, you are present, you are with yourself. And you have set time aside to honor your body and acknowledge that need for love. Go ahead and lower your feet down, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice big hug for continuing to show up for yourself. And then release your legs to the length of your mat. Bring your arms down to your sides, palms face the sky. I invite you to take up space. Bring one ankle to one corner of your mat, the other ankle to your other corner, unless, of course, you have a puppy in the way preventing you from doing that. Just begin to return to your natural breath and allow your body to fall heavy on your mat as you settle in for your Savasana. And slowly begin to bring awareness back into your body. And wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can rock your head from side to side. Hug your knees into your chest. See if you can keep your eyes closed. And lower down onto one side for your sleepy baby. With whichever hand landed on top, press up into a seated position. Once you find your comfortable seat, to bring your hands to heart center. We'll end our practice the same way we began, with the sound of breath. You can part your lips, inhale through your mouth. And exhale from your nose. And bow your head. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me again today. Please don't forget, if you enjoyed this practice, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment or suggestion. Any kind of feedback to me is good feedback. But as always, I enjoy your company. Have a beautiful day.